Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on Onyxcoin or XCN. Going to keep covering this as long as there's opportunities, and I do still think that there are opportunities. Let me delete this thumbnail analysis though, because we're going to do a better analysis in this video. And that's what we're going to do. We'll focus mostly on the technicals. I mean, obviously I covered XCN yesterday. There we talked slightly about the Binance listing, or at least the perpetual futures listing. And by the way, I mean, XCN is not on the normal Binance yet. Just talking briefly about the fundamentals before getting into the technicals. I think Onyx has a pretty good chance to actually get a Binance listing, especially with the community votes they have right now. I mean, when Onyx actually is included in that, I'm pretty sure the Onyx community is going to be one of the best communities to push something like that. So that's a catalyst for the future. That's something that could really push the price up, but obviously that's not necessarily going on right now. And the perpetual futures listing I don't think matters that much on the short term, at least. And we also have had no other fundamental updates. It's obviously the weekend, all right? And we obviously keep working, but some projects do not. But no, if we're taking a look at XCN right here, the price is basically at the same levels as it was yesterday. Yesterday we did have some volatility within our main range, which I would argue is between this main support level right here at 1.8, 1.75 even perhaps, and this resistance level right here at 2.1, 2.15 cents. So then when I say 2.15 cents, I mean 0.0215, right? So that's 2.15 cents. So we're still in this consolidation range right here. You can see down here, very small, but it's visible, hopefully. You can see the volume is dropping down right here, so momentum is being lost. Spot volume is also down 60%, so that's all not great, but that's also not necessarily the end of XCN. I mean, if you go back in time, it's very different from the move we had right here. But you can also see after that very strong move we had in the middle of January, volume also dropped down very, very low before getting another move up. So the volume dropping down right now, the volume right here was also down like 90%. So the volume dropping down right now doesn't necessarily matter that much, but ultimately it's not. It is a sign that we are, at least for now, at least on the short time frames, we're consolidating. And then the question still is what we also talked about yesterday. We're waiting for a breakout. Which one of these two breaks is most likely? Are we going to be able to break above 2.13 cents right here? Or are we more likely to grab some liquidity to the downside at my favorite level around 1.5 cents, where you have the 30-day VWAP, the previous month BOC, so there's a lot of liquidity there, and the 200 EMA. That is the level where I would like to buy XCN. Now, is it a given that we'll get there? No. However, I have to say, even though I'm ready for both scenarios, right? So I'm personally, when I think about trading XCN, which I still think is very, very interesting, especially if we get some negative funding rates. But when I think about that, I'm ready for both, all right? If we get a good voluminous move above this level at 2.15, I will buy XCN into this next resistance level right here, and we even have a chance to go higher into that almost 3 cents level. But at this point of time, if we look at the order flow, what you can see is that since yesterday evening, but before that already slightly as well, what we have seen is that the main positions being opened during this consolidation, like all the times you actually see the open interest going up nicely, it's long positions, all right? It's long positions being opened in anticipation of the bullish breakout. And if most people are anticipating a bullish breakout, I tend to go the other way and expect a bearish breakdown. All right, so that would be a move into this level here at 1.5, 1.45. I think it's going to be very hard from this level to get back up to 2.5 cents. It is a possibility, but that does seem to be more likely right now, and then get a nice strong move up from there. So that seems most likely, but I do want to stress that it's pretty close in my books. I think this has like a 60% probability, and this has like a 40% probability. So like I said, be prepared. Be prepared. Wow, great English. Be prepared for both scenarios. But my bias is towards a bearish breakdown into support, and then from there a nice and strong move again. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, have a great Sunday. Take care and bye.